We're all in great moods right now.
Everybody's in a good mood. Nobody has attitude.
No sass.
No sass here, my friends.
I mean,
Yeah,
Jordan
no,
was just laughing his ass off behind
Look,
the scenes.
So here's the thing. Me and I were watching some footage of Sonic Superstars, which is the new game in the Sonic series. And it's a 2D Sonic. It looks like a lot of fun. The only problem is the person who's playing the game just ignored every single bonus level portal. It's just driving mostly Niall insane.
I don't know. Some people play like that.
And it's very annoying.
Some people aren't in it for the extra shit.
I think it's just not a great Sonic player.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it all takes practice, You don't know everything when you first start something.
He's more of a Mario Paper guy.
It's Paper Mario.
There you go.
Get it right, Anthony. Apparently, it's Paper Mario.
I did fuck that up. No, that's my bad. I said the other thing. And it was
Is he still having trouble over there? Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
Oh.
Does Niall need a platform to vent?
Yeah, does he need to vent?
Does the white glove need to come on?
Yeah.
He can't be here without the white gloves. She's just gonna be distracting until it's over.
Yeah, it's fine.
He had to stop the video.
I get it. I've had to stop some videos in the past too for people who are just ignorant.
You need to get up and do a lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I told everybody that. Never mind.
What
I don't remember this. What is this?
It's local humor for local people. It's fine. It's just like
I can be
local
local if you
humor
want me
gets
to.
you local work.
What I told someone, I want to say it was probably Anthony, but I told you, but we combined couples names up here because it was just easier than saying like everybody's name.
Sure.
Okay, so like
Benifer.
Right. So like
Brangelina.
For our friends Vanessa and Jessica, I got tired of saying both their names, so we just called them Vajessa. And then I asked Vanessa, I'm like, "Are you cool with Vajessa?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Cause it sounds like a vagina." She's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then so like Matt and Shane or Shat, so like this is,
the alternative is Maine.
Yeah. And during when I was telling them this over, we were at someplace eating, and I was telling this, and Matt goes, "Well, that's better than the nickname that the nickname I had call you and Scott." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, what is that?" He goes, "Oh, bitches." And I had to get up in the restaurant and take a lap. I was laughing so hard. Like, I just thought that was the funniest fucking thing. And he deadpanned it. He was like, "Oh no." He like took a drink. He was like, "No, bitches." It was just like, "Oh, okay." It was very funny.
That's why they out here writing these movies and sketches and whatnot.
I know, right?
We just give it away for free on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like Leland could write a killer like memoir, all his stories.
It's like the same thing when people are like, "Oh, you're so funny. You should go do stand-up comedy." I'm like, I don't think these are funny if you don't have all the context that goes along with it. And in a 5-minute set, you don't have a lot of time.
True.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I'm funny because I told you a funny story, but you know all about my life, so you know how ridiculous this is. Like Steph telling a pirate bubble story or a mime joke. We thought that was hilarious because only Steph.
Yeah.
But she has to explain that to an audience, then be like, "I was walking on my break and saw a mime walking through the forest."
with a flip phone.
You know, yeah,
flip
there's
phone.
there's a lot of layers there that the further and I
The
love you,
mind lost
Steph.
in time.
Yeah.
And Steph, I love you to death. You can't tell stories quickly, so this
No, I
just
can't.
isn't going to
No.
be funny.
I gotta tell you the pre-story and then the story
Yeah.
before the pre-story.
And
then I
she'll
gotta
talk
tell you
about the weather
colors
and what she's wearing
and-
in said story.
Mhm. I gotta give you descriptions. I gotta paint you a picture, a whole fucking detailed picture, and by then you've
Rich.
checked out,
Layers,
which it's fine.
texture.
I think there's a degree of, out of the four of us, like Steph clearly takes the longest to tell stories,
Yes.
followed by Anthony. And I think depending on where me and Jordan are at there during the day, we'll switch between who's next on that list.
But there's a
that's
big
fair.
gap between between us two and you two.
What do you mean?
The length of stories. Steph and I are long storytellers.
Yes.
Yes.
I would put Jordan consistently over you, Leland, as far as being short storytellers. No one here is a medium storyteller.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I can be. I just sometimes skip through the dumb parts, gives the good stuff.
Sometimes you
Gotta
gotta
tell
have
you
that
all the
context.
things.
You gotta have the build.
We only have an hour and a half.
We have
Do
as long
we?
as we want.
I mean,
We went 14 hours 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you
Ain't
guys
no
did
one-
14 hours.
Ain't nobody
I did,
stopping us.
I did 2.
Thank
And
you
I
for your
was
service.
so tired.
I was exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how physically exhausting you can be. The next day, my body was literally sore.
Yeah.
Like I'd worked out.
Because I mean, you're on camera for a long period of time, and it's just
Did it feel like you worked out? I
Yeah.
mean, like
Yeah.
like worked out? Like
Yeah,
Well,
like I was
well,
sore.
I'm sure his lower
Okay.
extremities were kind of sore from sitting for so long.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
my
I don't know if I'd
knees.
call that working out.
Did I say like a full blown like CrossFit session? No. But maybe like I ran a couple miles and I did some curls. I worked out.
Yeah. My knees get sore.
Look, I'm just saying, as someone who currently did 100 push-ups this morning, that doesn't feel like working out to me.
Well, I can say it did feel like working out the next day.
Thank you.
because
And I know you do work out, so I'll take yours over his.
We did the same thing though.
Yeah, but he actually works out during the week, though.
ran a mile and a half today.
Nice.
Good for you
100
guys.
push-ups.
That's also really
Oh,
good. Yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not, it took me 10 minutes because I had to stop. Look, that last 20 was rough, okay?
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it
100
was.
Did it?
100 straight is very difficult.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
there was no straight, bitch.
Yeah.
I do sets.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
My dad likes to.
You go first.
All right, I was just gonna say, my dad likes to show off and he'll do his age in push-ups, in a row, like on his birthday, just to show off. And my dad, we all saw him last year. He's doing very well. He's very healthy for his age. But now, like deep in his 60s, that's a lot of fucking push-ups.
Yeah,
There's
that
a
I-
lot of push-ups,
I
yeah.
can't compete with that. I'm not keeping up. I'm not doing Pilates like he is and shit.
Good for
Do
him.
100 push-ups a day. Do 100 push-ups a day. You'll see so many results in a month. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be beating up giant kaijus and shit.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
don't have
sure.
to. You don't even have to do them all at once. Just do 10 here, 10 there. Just get to 100 every day.
100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100
And kilometers, meters, 100 meters.
run. I don't
Yeah,
know,
run. It was like run 5 miles. Like
something like
Oof.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 miles,
That's-
gross.
That's
A
that's
lot.
the one punch.
I could only run so much.
regimen.
yeah, the One Punch Man exercise routine.
Oh, that guy.
hmm
I mean, it's a very basic thing, and it is
It's not
effective.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. If you did it, you would see an improvement and a pretty solid athletic conditioning.
Yeah.
None of us have time for that.
Oh, we all do. We
Gotta
really,
make
really
time.
do.
Gotta make that time. Instead
Steph,
of playing
you
Killing
said
Floor for 30 minutes when I got home, I could have done some push-ups.
Do you like it by yourself?
I like it a little more with people, but
Yeah.
it's an accomplishment if I can,
Wait, like what?
I'll do playing Killing Floor alone because like there's no one else.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, there's no group or anything that like to join. But if I can do, I did 7 levels on hard by myself, and like it feels like an accomplishment.
Good job.
Right on. Like I tried playing Sackboy today by myself. It wasn't very fun.
Oh.
I was like, everybody needs to be here to make fun of the dumb shit that goes on. FYI,
though.
the next time we play though, the level that's next is real fucking hard. So we're gonna hear Steph scream a lot.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking of doing that on Thursday. Like, I kind of wanted to get into like if anyone wanted to do anything or wanted to play anything online, because I think I would just rather. Well, I know I'm getting food for sure, but then after that, I was kind of down to just do like a stream of playing stuff or just have a game night
Steph,
in chat. Yeah.
could you please add a little bit more context as to why?
Oh, because it's my birthday.
Mm,
That's all. This girl's turning 34. I was happy to show my ID today.
Nice.
what you got carded?
Oh, I mean, no, I shoved that
Oh.
card in that person's face. I was just like, I just need to let you know.
Wait, did they ask you for that card?
No.
Was it like when Daddy and Zaddy here weren't
no, no.
carded?
Well,
Was
I
it one
already
of
pulled
those
it out
feelings?
and was just like, let me take out my card. And then it was just like this. And he looked at it and I was like, good. Okay.
Good,
'Cause
I'm
the day
glad.
that you don't ask, I'll be
you know what?
sad.
Steph, we'll go back to you in a second. I want to be honest. I think about our Vegas trip quite a lot.
Mhm.
Oh, no.
And the first thing that comes to mind is that bar thing, because that was the funniest goddamn thing that I think happened the entire weekend for me personally.
Oh, our zaddies?
Was
time.
the guy going, oh, you buying 4 drinks for 4 people? Yeah. Do you need to see their cards? Where are they at? Oh, no. Damn. I just thought that was great. Anyway, Steph, so you said you needed the floor tonight for 15 minutes.
I needed like 15, 20 minutes because I came up with a thing.
Okay, no, now, girl, you said earlier 10 to 15, and
Yeah,
it just
well, we'll
changed
just
from
see where
15
it
to
goes.
20.
We'll just see where it goes.
Okay, buckle up. It's a Steph segment.
Yeah. So I
Is
made
this
a game.
Steph? Is it? Oh, she made a game.
It's nothing crazy.
Ooh. I
How
was there
well
at Steph's
do you
birthday
know
game.
Steph?
Ooh,
Wait,
this is
wait.
the game, everybody.
Wait, Steph had a birthday game?
I mean-
Some years
Oh,
back,
yeah.
pre-COVID, I went to a Steph birthday party
Yep.
where she had
A board game.
I think they're
a
fun.
board game, a Candyland-esque board game.
Okay.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
it-
how
dude,
well do you know
I have
Steph?
that picture. Let
Ah,
me actually put
And
it in. chat
Steph
for you to
was
see.
so drunk
Super
gotcha.
drunk.
that she was having a hard time answering the questions about
Oh,
Steph.
herself? Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
She
No,
was
Yes.
obliterated.
Yes.
No,
Steph is
it
too
wasn't
drunk to
questions
remember.
about myself. It was questions, or it was things to do.
They were
Like-
all questions about herself and Tupac
No,
quotes.
no. Yeah,
All right,
I
Steph.
Or
actually looked at
Tupac
that game
quote.
recently.
Now, Steph, this is I'm gonna ask you because we can still do your little game here because I'm excited. But
Yes.
question: do you
Yes.
want to make? I was under the impression that next week's show would be the celebration of Steph's birthday
mean-
show,
It wouldn't matter. It's okay.
only because that's when you get my package. So it's
That's all.
Steph,
Take it easy.
we
I mean,
stretched Steph's
my-
birthday out all month.
not my personal package. I mean the one I sent in the mail.
Oh yeah. Oh
It has
yeah.
a-
I'm waiting for
it
that.
has a
That I will
picture
not
of my
open
package.
until I won't open that until
Look,
this.
this got weird because Jordan made a face, and then I had to roll off that face.
Leland make a pass at Steph in front of everybody?
I missed it. I didn't even miss it
I think it's probably for the
because I
best.
was looking at a bunch of stuff.
Thanks
All
for
right,
the
Steph.
best.
Steph, go ahead. Tell us.
Yes.
Play your game.
Okay, so the game is called, which I kind of fucked up because I also forgot to make me a legend, but like.
Oh,
I
that's a
already know
really
my
weird
answer,
name
so
for
it
a
doesn't
game.
freaking matter.
I mean, Steph, you already are a legend.
Oh, thank you.
There it is. That was.
Stop complimenting her and distracting her.
Yes.
I'm just trying to keep
This
the
is very
conversation
all
going.
distracting.
Or
Okay.
We're just gonna sit here. in
Steph, I really like
silence.
your hair.
Oh, thanks. I touched it up recently. you know.
I mean, with the galaxy
Stuff.
background, it does kind of like bleed into it, so it kind of gives you a galaxy
Yeah.
look.
It's very much pink, and I think the
Teal,
color was
purple?
emerald. It looks blue and pink here, but you know.
Oh, okay.
That's pink.
On the
Yeah, what does it look like
side
to
of
you?
her head.
Oh man, I just if
It's
anyone,
called pink blush, but it faded. But what I really like is it okay, well this is a galaxy look right here because of the freaking green screen. But it does like different shades of like emerald green and like a sapphire blue.
Okay, so I'm not crazy that in my eyes I see what I comprehend as teal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Alright.
you're
Big
not far.
swoop,
It's fine.
yes.
Yeah. It's like a big
No, I'm
swoop
talking
here.
the little swoop.
Oh,
No.
Oh
The little swoop is
no.
like bright
is like-
greenish to me.
No, that's
There
pink.
is tints of the emerald, but like
Nearly
this color right
unnoticeable,
here,
though.
this is pink blush.
That's wild. That's all I see is that bright ass
Oh.
color.
Man,
Everything
What
else
color
is
is
just
this?
Bloodline be crazy.
it just
Yeah.
everything else just
Leland,
blends
what color
together.
is this to you?
It's just a blend of whatever
brown.
you have. No, it's not brown, but it's like
Is it blue?
bluish purple.
But this is teal
Rose.
to you?
I mean, what I
Oh,
guess
wow.
I comprehend is teal.
Okay.
interesting. Guess we all
Yeah,
learned
okay.
something new today.
All right, Steph, go ahead. Game.
Okay. How well do you know Steph?
Oh no.
It's multiple choice. Multiple choice, okay? Because I figured if I just gave you guys blanks, I don't know what answers I would get. So, question number 1.
Okay, real quick.
Yes.
How are we answering? Is it first person to answer? Name is your buzzard. Like, what are the rules?
Yeah.
I think
Or are you just picking
maybe
on us?
everyone say their answer, I guess.
Oh, so you would pick
Or-
on us, we say our answers, and then you
Yeah.
tell us who's right?
Or would you want to message me a letter?
No.
That way.
Too
No.
long.
Okay, no,
Too
okay,
long.
that's fine. Too long. I tried to figure out how I was gonna break this down.
You know what? Let's just say your name as a buzz in.
Okay. Question number 1.
Crescent the first.
How many siblings do I have? A,
L-
2, B, 1, C, 4, or D, none?
B.
You have to say your name.
Look, you have a disadvantage over all of us. Or
Spooky.
Yes and
advantage
no.
over all of us.
I have
Yes and
I have a
no.
lot. That's why I'm being
This is
very
okay.
slow in answering.
I was like, ugh.
Spooky.
Oh, okay. I mean, everyone can-
A2?
no.
Fuck. I
She
thought
has
everyone
one-
else was a cousin.
No,
I
she
thought
has
everyone
one.
else was a cousin.
She has one brother.
She has
Yeah.
one
No.
brother.
I thought there was a sister.
No.
Nope.
No.
Fucking
She just
cousins.
has she just has several cousins and aunties.
She is
To
her
be
own
honest,
sister.
I kind of also wanted to put bonus questions of like, if you can name that person, bonus. But
Okay,
who's
now I
keeping
will
score?
honestly, I do not know your brother's name. You have said his name several times, and I have never remembered it. Only mostly due to the fact that because I've never met the man.
We have the
Anthony,
most
do you know?
whitest
Voice,
names.
Steph.
Do you know her brother's name, Anthony?
I do not, and I
It-
have met him.
It's Chris.
It's Chris.
Continue.
Oh,
Stephanie and Chris. We have the most whitest names.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you
Go with
said
it,
it
Melissa.
first.
Okay.
Melissa?
Question.
That's a white name.
Heather.
Yeah, it's also too. I also yes, Jet. I do know my brother's name.
Do you
It's
know
Chris.
your brother's name?
I'm not
It's
drinking this
Christopher
show.
to be specific.
But you call
Okay.
him Mung Bean. Continue.
But I call him Mung Bean. In
Is that
Tagalog,
racism?
you say Manong, which means older brother, I think, or just older person.
Mm.
And I don't like calling him Kuya, so I call him Mung Bean because he hates mung beans. It's just funny to me. Anyways, question number 2.
Sibling
What
names.
is the first book I ever read as a child? A. I Like Ketchup Sandwiches. B. The Pokey Little Puppy. C. Good Night Moon. Or D. Where the Wild Things Are.
Spooky.
What?
The Tupac Book of Poetry.
What? That's not even a thing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Like
You
a
have
rose
it.
grows in the.
It's not the
co-
first
in the
book I
jungle or
read as a
something?
child.
Yeah,
I didn't know who Tupac was.
The rose that grew from the concrete or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I
She
couldn't
still
remember
hasn't
the
read it.
name.
I read parts of it.
I don't have a real answer.
The ketchup one?
Good answer. Yes, that was the very first book I read. I actually looked that up. To my knowledge, my memory of it was I like cheese and ketchup sandwiches. And I looked up ketchup and cheese sandwiches book, and I like ketchup sandwiches came up in 1991.
I'm going to just throw this out right now.
Yeah.
A ketchup sandwich sounds absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Look, once again, Leland, we understand you had lived this privileged life without any struggle meals.
To be honest, that book only states that phrase like
Motherfuckers.
twice. The rest of the book is talking about all the things that this child likes,
What are
which
the other
I
things?
thought was really funny because I was like, this would be a book I would like.
It's true.
This is all the
Sounds
things I
riveting.
liked.
No, Jet, they didn't have hot dogs.
Okay, question number 3. What year did I graduate high school?
Spooky.
Oh. Do you want to
You
wait
didn't.
till you hear the years? Or do you just want to guess?
She didn't hear that because she was talking.
You didn't.
I didn't.
You got your
What'd you say?
GED.
Yeah, that still counts. Should I have rephrased that?
Did you say clowns?
No,
She
I
did.
graduated high school. I
No,
did.
Jordan, that's why she
I
has a
actually got a high
GED
school
because
diploma.
she didn't finish high school to be able to say counts.
No, I got a high. No, I did. I don't have a GED. I got a high school diploma. I just didn't graduate
Yes.
at a
So
known high school.
continue with the letters
Okay.
to give Leland a
Okay.
chance.
2009. B. 2004. C. 2006. Or
Leland is
D.
just placing where he is in his adult life
2007.
with every year.
Working in LA, all of those.
Leland, you have a guess?
Sorry, I thought we were still yelling our names, and I wasn't going to yell my name on this one.
Oh, because I know
Um,
the answer. So you like
I
you-
know.
This is
2000
really a game for us. for Leland
2006.
No,
and
I
Anthony.
I've. Oh, good job.
Did I guess right?
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
Leland's on the board.
I've
Good
been on
job.
the board, bitch. I've gotten them all.
No, okay. Before I continue, I
I
have
knew she
stated.
had a brother. You knew his name was Chris. I said she read the ketchup book. You
Oh, that's
said
right.
Tupac book. She
Yeah.
said you said she didn't graduate high school. I said 2006. I got
Okay.
3 points.
yeah,
Catch
actually,
the fuck up.
Leland is kind of sweeping right now.
So one thing.
I mean, she
I
made
s-
all the answers A, so it's real simple.
True. No, but I did think about this. I was like, one, I've only been friends with Leland and Anthony for like 6-7 years.
Mhm.
So you would think Jordan has an advantage. A lot of the questions I've said,
What? Really?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, because
Yeah.
you're friends with Seth. It feels like it's been 13, only been 6.
6 or 7
That
years.
can't be. No, it's got to be longer.
It's a
We've been
little
doing
longer.
I
For, like,
try to
me and
look
Steph,
because
because we have like a year at Anchor.
Well, you
Mhm.
guys said 10 years like last week is a thing, so
Well,
I
'cause
thought that was the
the
real.
podcast.
I thought
So
that
you
was the
guys
true
started
true.
the podcast. The podcast has been going on for what is it, 4 years or so?
6.
6.
6, yeah.
Okay. I know. And then our first outing together, or like our big outing, was
Ice
when we
cream?
did the escape room. Or like the big outing.
But that
the-
was for
the
Anthony's
escape room, right?
birthday.
For Anthony's birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
I scrolled and I tried to do the math to see how many years it's been. We're around there. But I specifically chose questions of stuff I know I've mentioned on the podcast. Whether you were listening or not, I've said these stuff
Huh.
randomly
It is true.
She said these stuffs, guys.
because
Oh, I mean, I believe everything you're saying.
Oh,
It
yeah,
just
no,
seems so. Huh.
No, it's just like because I knew like example, even with Roseanne, like I know some of these questions, even friends who've been around me for forever might actually not know, but at the same time, I don't know if like I've said it enough, but I know a lot of the questions for this I've said. Like
There's just a weird time distortion field around Steph in which it feels like there's never been a moment she hasn't been in your life.
You know what it is? In all seriousness, I
Huh.
think it's the pandemic.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
lost
thing.
3
It is-
years to
it is-
that.
yeah.
I
It's-
think
it's
because
fucked with the perception of the time. that
yeah,
moved
like
through it.
because it feels like those 3 years did or didn't happen.
Yeah.
That it just feels a lot longer.
It feels
I
like a
guess, and-
nebulous 1 year or 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
wild, right?
wild.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, we won't really be friends until October anyway, so it doesn't really fucking
Sure,
matter.
it doesn't
It's
even
true.
count. Still not
true.
friends.
All right, carry on.
You still got me,
Okay.
Steph.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no, I did graduate 2006. There was a random bonus point if you could name the school, but you'd have to, I mean, I've mentioned it.
Didn't you go to like Mira Mesa or some nonsense like that? Oh, well.
I mean,
I mean, you did.
And then I left.
That's not where she graduated.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I
shut up.
left.
Ooh, spooky,
That's not
spooky,
where I
spooky,
graduated.
spooky.
Go ahead.
School of Hard Knocks.
God damn it.
I would hope so. I like blank. Oh,
Mark
it
Twain.
was.
Nice
Yeah,
to
it
see my
was the
time.
school of Mark Twain. I didn't even graduate at the school that I went to.
No,
'Cause
well,
I went to.
most graduations take place elsewhere.
Not if you have
No.
gone to shitty school.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Mm.
the graduation took place at USD. USD. Yeah,
Damn.
USD University College.
We marched out to the football field.
Oh.
It was very exciting. All right, question 4.
Okay, question number 4. What day of the week was I born?
See, this is why I don't know.
This is a weird thing that apparently she said on the
And
podcast.
this is the one time you don't give us multiple choice.
No, she has
No,
multiple
it's
choice.
A, Thursday, B, Sunday, C, Tuesday, and D, Saturday.
I'm gonna go with Saturday.
One is as good as another.
I'm Thursday. Because I was
Yeah.
born on a Thursday.
Thursday. I'm born on a Thursday. And I'm also going to turn 34 on Thursday.
Honestly, I don't know
Crazy.
what day I was born on.
Just look it up.
Look it up, dum dum. Solomon Grundy was born on a Monday.
It's true.
Yeah, we know that much.
Shout out to Beck in the chat, who was also born on a Thursday.
That's
Right?
born.
No.
I think
Gurn.
that's right.
That says
Were you-
Wednesday.
Were you?
Were you?
not?
Were
Oh,
you?
Was
well,
I
you
born
guys,
before you?
Well, you guys aren't the same age,
Yeah,
are
you're
you?
not the same age.
Shit, that's right. That makes all the difference.
Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna say that GED's doing real good for her.
Hey, I got a diploma.
Diploma.
I got a diploma. Oh, you are? Okay. Okay. I learned something today too. I kept thinking we were the same age.
Well, I was born on a Sunday.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Fun
still
fact.
don't- Still don't care. All right.
Okay. Question number 5. What is the name of my very first dog? A. Moose. B. Lucky. C. Tifa. Or D. Bubby.
Now, is this a dog that you bought as a family, or a dog that your dad showed up at your house and said, "Here, you have a dog"?
I was like
one of
4.
those is an
You-
appropriate.
You just
response.
described at least 2 of those dogs.
Yeah, I was like 4. And that's exactly what happened.
That still
I didn't-
upsets me. Just here, I got you a dog. What? Thank you for giving me responsibility over a life now.
So
Spooky.
I don't find that weird.
Yes, Anthony.
A?
No.
All right, well, it's finally
But
not
it's
A.
okay.
I'm gonna say moose.
That was A.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
then
hamster.
Bongo, or whatever the B one was.
Lucky. Is that
There
the
was
one you
no
said?
B dog name.
B. Be lucky.
No,
No, the
did you have
last
it-
one, Booby.
Booby
Bubby.
Bongo.
Bubby.
Bubby.
That one.
B-U-B-I. Bubby. No.
It is
Would've-
actually
Do you know this
Lucky.
answer?
Is it Lucky?
you would have been right if you picked Lucky. Although technically Tifa is Steph's first real dog that's
Right.
registered in her
Yeah.
name. So
Yeah,
she
in
could
my
also
name,
put that. But
That she didn't ask for?
But Bubby was also my dog.
yes.
Yeah.
And so was Moose and so was
Interesting.
Lucky. Well, Moose
Yeah.
was the hamster, but whatever.
Number
Mm.
6.
Trick question.
Yeah, that's also true. Number 6. What was my first car? A Suzuki. B, a Mercedes Benz. C, a Toyota Celica. D, a Honda Civic.
B-
Bonus
or
point if you
Spooky.
can name the color.
Spooky.
Anthony.
It's B because it's that Mercedes that she kept bragging about when we were all talking about our cars. She's like, "Well, my first car was a Mercedes, and it was silver."
Black?
Mm.
Smoky
Lino,
gray.
You can't just say black. I saw an opportunity. I went
Uh-oh.
for it. I regret nothing.
Why'd you say uh-oh?
Do you
Oh,
know
my
this answer,
computer's
Jordan?
doing weird shit. Carry on.
Okay.
Wait, Jordan, do you know this answer?
Yes.
Jordan knows all
You
the
sure?
answers. He's just letting us.
I'm
They
letting
made their guesses. So go ahead and say it.
Go
I'm
ahead and say
curious
what it
you'll
is.
say.
Ain't it the Celica?
Yeah, do you remember the color?
I want to say it was like burgundy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good choice. I thought you were going to say maroon, but I've specifically said burgundy.
Steph,
Toyota
I know
Celica.
that's your favorite red shade.
That was almost a question, but it was going to be my favorite shade of purple, and then I couldn't decide. I wanted to say lavender,
That is
but sometimes
the most
it's not it.
Steph fact.
What, I
Steph
couldn't
painted
decide?
her room burgundy, the same
Steph-
room that had the Tupac poster that spanned the entirety
It
of one
was
wall.
not.
The
You're
whole
always
wall,
so
the
dramatic
whole
about that.
wall.
I told you he was in a jumpsuit and he was not
He was
shirtless.
shirtless.
he
He's looking
had
to the
his
sides and
white
looked like across his
bandana
stomach.
Over his
tied
stomach.
like this. Mm-mm.
It's on the back of her door.
Okay.
No, that Steph
Question?
can't decide which shade of purple is her favorite. That's a Steph as fuck fact.
I would tell you one of my questions was like, what is my current favorite food right now? And one of the options was going to be like, I can't decide. It's really hard to pick favorites. Everything's a favorite.
Also, is it
That would be an
periwinkle?
answer.
What?
Your favorite purple?
She said she can't decide.
I couldn't decide. It was either that or lavender. I just knew there was a shade I really liked and that I couldn't name. Okay,
Violet.
number 7. Don't worry, there's only a few more to go. Who was my favorite NSYNC singer? B, or I mean A, Justin. C, JC. Wait, I'm like saying the.
She skipped
I'm
E.
so drunk.
Did you
Let me just start with that too. I had a
took
shot of
three-
Red earlier,
She
and
took
I've been
3
sipping on
sips.
cider.
3 sips of
I'm
cider.
buzzed. Okay, let's
She,
take that
she
back.
forgot how the
Sorry.
alphabet works.
You know,
Oh, that
Steph,
works.
Steph, just keep it. It's JC.
It is not.
Oh, I was just
Anthony?
Is it
What?
Joey? Wow,
I'll tell
we
you,
got
that's
3
not
left.
Joey.
Here.
I said Lance.
Yeah, good job. Lance was my
Ooh.
favorite.
Spooky on the board.
Yeah, I was really obsessed with Lance.
That's
Okay,
right. You
number
know he's
8.
not. You know he's not obsessed with you.
I
right?
know. I learned.
He's obsessed with space.
I learned. Yeah, that too.
It's true. That's why her
Oh,
background's
dick.
like that.
That's true. 8.
I mean,
How many piercings do I have?
22.
A, 8. B, 14. C, 6. Or D, 12.
I don't like that it went up for 2 and then came back
Went
down.
back
And then
down.
really went
It should gradually just increase.
up.
Spooky.
I don't like to think of where the rest of them are.
Yes, Anthony. Where?
The answer is
Or,
14, and it's all above the neck, Leland.
Don't know these things.
I mean, that's also true. I didn't really. I mean,
You have 14
What are you
piercings in
being
your
weird
ears.
about
I do
this?
have. I do have 14.
She's got a
Do you
shit ton
have-
in her ears.
Do you have ears left?
Yeah, I got a bunch of ear left. There's just
Lots
lots
of
going on.
piercings.
There's some stuff here, and then I got some more here. Yes, Anthony.
How long did it take you to count?
Not too well. Actually, it took 14 seconds for me to feel and count.
You didn't go into a mirror like 10 minutes before podcast when you were making this list, and we're
No,
like,
I made this list last night.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, this has come up because I think we talked about how many piercings we've had before, and I was like, I don't know, let me count, and I did, and it was 14.
That doesn't
but-
feel like a conversation we've had, but
Mm-mm.
Mm.
6 years.
The
it's a
only
lot of
the only
fun.
one I have is like my belly, which my mom took. Like the one below is just the belly. My mom took me when I was 16. I remember. I needed adult consent, so she went. It was fun. Told her I would have done it
Adult consent
behind
for
her
any
back.
of those.
Huh?
All of those should have needed adult consent if you were underage.
I did a majority of them on my own.
Eep.
Yeah,
Mm.
I did a lot of piercings.
Claire's.
I don't
I got
even
mine
think I
done.
went to Claire's. I got one done. I remember I got one done at a swap meet. I remember I got two when I got my birth. I got birth piercings or whatever it's called. Yeah.
You got your ears pierced at a swap meet?
Yeah, I got my
Yeah.
cartilage done at a swap meet.
I feel
was
that's
clean.
unsafe. I don't know why.
That's
It was
absolutely unsanitary.
Yeah, I just
They
feel
were
it's not.
sanitary.
Look,
The
she
air
still
is
has her
dirty.
ears.
At
It's
least at
fine.
the time.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
get
I mean,
infected,
it all,
it was
clearly it
good.
all worked out. I'm just saying, like, I have
Yeah.
been to swap meets, and I'm always just like, ew.
I mean, it was. I remember it was like. It was one in Moreno. We were there for an RO thing,
getting
and then
clean.
everyone was like, "We're all getting piercings," and it's like, "Let's fucking go!" And I got my ears pierced, and then I,
I
got in
mean,
trouble because
Beck
my dad
out
was
here
like,
with Beck out here with a potato, a nail, and a ice.
"Oh, I did the
Fucking
ice
punk
and
as
the
fuck.
apple thing." Yeah, ice and
What?
an apple. You do the apple in the back, and then you do the needle. So it,
It's to slow the needle down.
yeah.
Hmm.
Potato is often common, but an apple serves
Makes
the same
sense.
purpose.
All right,
Um,
question number whatever.
Question number 9: How many times have I gone to Disneyland?
I
A.
mean, this year?
Like, no, in my whole life. A, 6, B, 4, C, 5, or D, 3.
I'm gonna say 6.
Anyone
Spooky.
else?
Oh,
Yeah.
just say your answer. Stop it.
I like the name is your buzzer, and spooky's faster to say than Anthony. 3?
Jordan, you gonna do this?
What are the what are the options?
She said 6, 5, 4,
6.
and 3.
6, yeah. 6, 5, 4, and 3.
4.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
First time as a child. Second time with Roseanne. Third time with Maymay. And fourth time with Roseanne. 4.
Yeah, but like, aren't
Nailed
two of
it.
those from this year alone?
Yes.
Because-
One was from this year. It was one from this year.
2 within a year span,
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, that's also true.
but the calendar
I
doesn't
kinda
change.
went- For
I
someone
honestly-
who doesn't
I don't-
go a lot.
I don't want to know the answer to that question for me.
Oh, for you?
Oh, I don't want to know.
It's 36.
Ooh.
In a year?
Number 10. How many jobs have I had in my life?
All right, Lou, at least we know one of them for sure, because she won't shut the fuck up about it.
So
I was gonna
Jamba
do a
Juice,
countdown
There's
on how
Jamba
many,
Juice
if you
in
could
there.
name where I've worked, because I've said these
Smash
stories.
Burger.
Smashburger, Jamba Juice, and the Anchor Company. That's about all I know.
You got more?
No, that's all you ever talk about.
There's Black
Okay.
Black
There's-
Angus.
A5,
I didn't know you worked
B2.
for the Brown Anus. C3,
or D7? You start counting. You
7?
said some.
Oh, yeah.
7? Yeah, 7
Yeah,
sounds
then
about
she
right.
worked at Marshall's. What number are we at now?
I remember
4?
Marshalls. Yeah.
Okay,
I think. Black Angus is 5. So
I've never heard you talk about the Black Angus. How long did you
Oh.
work there?
People made fun of me and called me Black Agnes.
it's
I
true.
got annoyed.
I did that. I definitely did that.
I was just like, you guys, what the hell?
Black Agnes. That really caught me off guard.
I don't know because I didn't know what you were gonna say.
We're at 5. Oh, they're Albertsons. And then what was the one? Which one am I missing? Albertsons and Java Juice.
that's if 7 is correct. I don't even.
Oh,
know.
Seafood City.
Good job.
There you
That's
go.
all 7.
Oh, I was right.
Good job. Good
2
job.
points for me.
How could I forget the place I also worked at?
Okay.
What was that?
You didn't work very hard.
It's true. I did not work very hard at Seafood City.
This is
Oh,
the
that's
last
right.
question.
Y'all, yeah, the Seafood City nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. I had one bonus question. I was like, fuck it, whatever. What was my name gonna be before my dad decided on Stephanie? A. Susie. B. Crystal. C. Leanne. Or D. Jennifer.
Leanne.
Anthony?
Oh, me, not pitching another name.
Anthony. Okay. Anthony, good old Anthony Agnes.
I mean,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
My friends call me
Jennifer?
AA.
I can kind of see you as a Jennifer.
Do you know this answer?
yes, Anthony gets a bonus point.
Okay, yeah, you get a bonus point. The points don't matter, but that's the end of the game.
It just felt too white, so I wanted to go with an
They
alternate.
were all
question.
too white.
Yeah, but
That's all the
Crystal
names
would
I
have
could think of.
Crystal would have fit though because she's so into crystals.
It's Crystal with a K though.
Oh yeah,
Spelt it.
yeah.
I spelt it Crystal with a K-R-Y.
Yeah, but you don't know where the
S-T-A-L.
Y is at though. Just like Madison, you're not supposed to know.
Where
It's
you
not-
think?
It's not very
Crystal.
Crystal, that's it.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Steph, that was a
When
that was an easy quiz that I knew every answer to.
Okay,
was
you
there
said you were
for all
gonna
of this.
fail.
I worked
no fair.
at when I was working at the Parkway Plaza for that span of years that I
decade.
worked there. Oh, I know, right? Bouncing between at least 3 or 4 stores. She just
Her
left.
quiz is done.
She's
She's like, fuck it.
She
I'm
just
done.
showed up, she's like,
Yeah, she
I
walked out.
don't care about your story.
We can still hear her though.
I know. That's,
Okay.
Bitch straight up just got up in the middle of my story. Was like, nah, I don't care.
Sorry.
I'm out.
The dogs like to hang out in here and they wanted out
That's
because
fine.
someone came home. Okay.
When I worked at B. Dalton Books, before I got the job at Walden Books, because the B. Dalton went out of business. There was a girl that did a special order, and I remember she and my manager at the time was like, "Oh, well, can I get a name for the special order?" And she goes, "Oh, it's Chanel, like the fragrance." And I just remember like
Chanel, right?
E.
Chanel?
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
like Coco Chanel, you know, the perfume.
Oh. Coco Chanel.
that's not gonna help Steph.
I know. You don't know Chanel?
Heard-
It's a fucking very famous.
It's that.
No, no,
It's
Coco
the
Chanel's
white.
gonna.
It's the white perfume with the.
I don't
like a
know
white
about that
bottle.
nonsense. I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
Chanel number 5. It was the thing that I had to buy every year for my grandmother for Christmas. Like it's just it's an old
Man.
lady scent.
Speaking of, I
Old
I
ladies?
went into an Ulta, or I went to Ulta on like Sunday, and I was just trying to smell like the in fragrances, like
Okay.
like, oh, I'm an artist and I made a fragrance and like smell it. So I was curious, and
What
I was
celebrity did you smell?
so I smelled the Billie Eilish ones, and I don't fucking like it.
To
Um,
me, was it some sort of like when I look at her, I think patchouli and tar pit.
okay, no. So the first scent is
She looked dirty.
it's like
Oh, just
well,
wait for
one,
it.
she has a super extra bottle. It's like sculpted of like her body, so it's like neck cut off and just like boobs and like part of torso. Like that's the bottle. Bougie as fuck. You twist it and then the spray is there. Um
Twist
the
her
first
dick.
scent I smelled was vanilla musk, and I hated it. That thing was god awful.
Was it
it
like a male, female, or a unisex?
female, or I think female. I would assume female. I don't know.
Okay.
It could be unisex. I don't know. I just know it was vanilla
Most musks are masculine.
musk. So
scents.
it started warm, and then I didn't like it. Like I'm not really a fan too much of vanilla scented perfumes. I think
like vanilla.
I like vanilla too, but like when
I-
it's too much, I don't
I
know.
honestly thought the musk was going to be the part you had issue with.
Well, no, the vanilla was all like, okay, it's kind of sweet, and then it's kind of not, and then I didn't like that. And then she had another one. This came in like I think it was like a bougie gold, like goddess, like
Ass.
half goddess, bottle. The second one was her newest fragrance, which is in a black bottle, same bougie body, thing, and it was bergamot and something else, and I hated that smell too.
Is that a Digimon or a Pokemon?
Is that
Bergamot.
is that a herb you could pick in Red Dead?
I don't. Is it?
Is that one of those Zoids I hear about?
Hold on, Eilish. Yeah, it was like bergamot and something.
I don't know what bergamot is.
I don't fucking know. It's like I just know I smelt it, and
then you
like
dealt it.
I
Finally did it.
They
Like
didn't
your syrup
have,
bergamot.
they usually have like they'll usually have like testers that you could like spray the perfume on, so then you
Yeah.
don't spray it on yourself and shit, which they
Yeah.
did not
Little
have.
strips of paper.
So I just sprayed it like on my like sweater sleeves.
Girl, do what I do.
didn't wanna-
Spray it on the back of the person in front of you.
Fucking rude as fuck. Oh, here. So, yeah, that's not what I fucking smelt. So the second one apparently has woody floral fragrance featuring notes of apple blossom, wild wet poppy flowers, and Palo Santo.
What's
It's the thing that you burn to like sage and cleanse your house. It's kind of like sage.
Sage.
Yeah, but it's the wood. It's the burning wood.
Jet? That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Apple blossom jeans, boots with the fur.
With the fur.
Got the whole club looking at her.
Yeah, that's the only one I smelt, and it was enough that like I sat in my car and that shit gave me a headache.
Wait, where'd you get bergamot from? And what is bergamot?
Bergamot was what it said on the thing, but clearly their description didn't match what was in store.
Well, look at what a bergamot is.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that's a job for one of us, not
Yeah.
her telling the story.
That's a good point.
Yeah, no. The first one, it said, so the first smell was sugared petals, creamy vanilla, and warm musks. Either way, it was
Warm
awful.
musk.
Yeah, it was not good. So,
Bergamot orange.
like, oh, okay, I
It's
don't
an
know.
orange. So
Either
it's
way, I don't
citrusy,
think
yeah.
it was not fun. Yeah, like,
So
I think I was on the phone with Jordan. I was telling him, I was just like, dude, this shit is so strong. Like,
Mhm.
it's giving me a headache, and I don't like it. And I threw that sweater like off to the side, and I almost like I put that sweater on today, forgetting the smell, smelled it instantly, and was like, nope, threw it in the laundry. I was like, fuck
You
this.
just gagged.
I don't like this smell. It's awful. I don't like musks for the most part.
Apparently, whoever's designing her scents does.
I don't like it.
Vanilla
I
and
don't.
musks. That's what's in this season.
Specifically, warm. It has a warm musk.
musk.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like the musk at
There's a
Comic-Con.
surplus
I
on
can't
warm musk.
Stand this
Ugh.
with vanilla.
Little citrus spritz on the warm musk.
Yeah, to be honest, when it comes to fragrances, I really like the floral fruity smells. Like
That's
I
fair.
find those really
Look,
refreshing.
to each their own. Everyone likes their own favorite scents. You know, you're
Yeah.
not required to like everything that everyone puts out.
Yeah.
Also,
Like
this
guy
is no
smells?
reflection on Billie Eilish. Who has
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
no
not
idea
at
what
all.
the hell her scents
just
are
didn't
probably
like-
coming out as.
I just didn't like that.
What, you
smell.
don't think she personally goes in and smells it and then says that's the one?
No, I think she absolutely does that, and I think she
Oh.
does
She goes
actually
in,
like
she's-
those smells.
She
Oh,
smells
yeah,
it
yeah.
and then she delts it. It worked that second time.
I mean,
Yeah.
did it?
Got Jordan.
I mean, it
I'm
could
just
be
laughing at
argued,
the
did it-
repeated joke.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be argued. Did it work the first time?
It did not.
Okay.
All right, there you go. I mean, I guess.
Vanilla musk.
That's what Florida smells like.
Oh, failure.
Oof.
That's it. That's all it smells like now. Just failure and death and churros.
Mm. I want a chur-
Churros
I
are
want-
good.
I want a churro
They help
now.
lower your cholesterol.
That
They-
can't be true.
They
at all.
do?
It's
That's
full
like
of
their
sugar and dough. That can
slogan. You
that
don't see
possibly
that?
Oh
can't-
my god! You're thinking Cheerios,
Yeah, what did you say?
churros.
That you
Oh.
even said churros.
You said churros.
You said churros.
I was thinking Cheerios.
I don't think
That
they're
makes
that great
more
for you either. I mean, they're better than most, but all cereals are not great.
Yeah. They
Oh
apparently-
man!
Okay. Yeah, man. Had a mistake.
Drink up, sweetheart. Drink up.
Look, the 47
sure
years that I've
will?
known Steph, man.
Wild.
I just have my
I'm
moments,
wild.
okay? It just slips out. I heard Cheerios. I believed I heard Cheerios. And I'll
You
just say I
said
did.
churros.
I was talking and not listening.
We understand how you work.
Good. I'm glad
It
you're
came
being
out like
honest.
word vomit, and I forgot.
Chat, can you roll back the game tape for us? Oh, goodness. Steph, you are a
Oh, you
treasure.
actually saw it. Yeah. It's very bougie.
It's terrible. I don't. It's. She doesn't strike me as the type of artist that would make a perfume bottle with her breasts.
Once she
Mhm.
turned 18 and pulled that giant sweater off, she's kind of been all about her body.
Really, I still just see her in the giant sweater. I'm not paying much attention.
I mean, she still
past that
she
first
still does
album.
that
And she
too.
still wears, yeah, she still wears her stuff.
Okay.
It was a whole thing. It turned into a whole thing of like people being like, oh, you don't, why do you dress this way? And then it's like finally when she's of age to dress the way that she wants, it's like, oh, you're trash, you're a sellout, now you're showing all the goods. And it's like, but I mean, she could do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah,
to
they,
be
they
real.
still bought her album.
It's
so,
again-
like,
She
Yeah.
said her body's not. What you think about her body is not her responsibility. Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
fair
that's true.
enough.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely right.
yeah,
Yeah. Props to her. I like her.
she
She's
can do whatever
funny.
she wants. Like,
No,
I will,
this
I
thing-
will
no,
admit
this
though,
is
I
not
like
a-
I like baggy fit Billie Eilish's music better. Like everything that's kind of come after, I feel has lost a little of its depth.
I don't think I've heard a single thing.
You have.
I think
you have.
Oh, wait.
You have?
you
Definitely
have. I
have.
think
Just-
you tried.
Because I mean, this is that goddamn bad guy song is played every time.
You've
so I
watched
just
No
saw
Time to
one.
Die.
Oh yeah, you heard her.
Yeah, obviously, but that's not a good song. So like, just
Oh.
saying.
But
this
you
is-
have
still
heard her.
her.
Yeah.
No, but isn't that the same era baggy shirt one? That was like,
No.
I
Um,
forget.
oh,
I
just
think that might
assumed
be
it was.
post baggy shirt.
Fucking never care.
Not
She for the
She's
kids.
also she's also an age that I just don't understand.
Yeah, she for the kids. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
stuff like that.
She
for
is
the
a walking
youths.
TikTok to me.
Nothing. And honestly, nothing against her. I think she's very talented and she can sing. I
Yeah.
just don't understand what she's not speaking to me.
It's not for
Yeah,
us.
No, that's
she is
fair.
not talking
Yeah.
to you.
No,
No,
exactly.
that's
I'm
okay.
okay with
That's
that.
all right.
It's not for the
Because-
older crowd.
Because Kylie came out with a new song and that's my summer jam. So fuck it. She's speaking to me.
Who's Kylie?
Minogue.
Minogue.
Got it. Okay. I know for damn sure you weren't talking about a Jenner. I was like, that's not
No.
who it is. That
Not
would
at all.
never be that case. I was so confused.
No.
I was so lost.
Hulu is like really like taking a shot and trying to get me to watch the new Kardashian show, which I realized there was a new one.
I didn't know there was a new one either. Roseanne told me about it.
Yeah,
I was
I don't
surprised.
understand why it's not still the old one. I assume it's a rights thing and someone like got control over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But not a single one of them look how I remember them last time I saw them.
Oh, because
yeah.
they all
No.
got new faces.
Oh yeah,
they all
come-
could be new
And
actresses
bodies.
playing them.
Yes,
And
I
that would
a
make
bu-
more sense.
a bus drove by me at a red light and they were on the bus and I'm like, yeah, you say that's them.
Like
But
I actually
Those are not the ladies that I had seen forced on every billboard and magazine for the first 10 years of this nonsense.
Yeah.
These are
Still
all
cool.
white ladies now. It's like,
I've
so.
never watched the show. I've only seen clips of people making fun of the show. But like I did have a conversation.
I too miss Joel McHale.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I got a lot of my information about these shows was from Talk Soup. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they were going over the whole like cuz I didn't know about the whole I vaguely heard about that whole Marilyn Monroe outfit at the Met Gala that she did.
Mm.
I just didn't know that like one she ruined the dress because it didn't fit her and her and her answer was like I guess she was there for like the test fitting like to see if she could fit in it and she couldn't because her ass was just too fake fat that like it wouldn't go up her body and
Got
she was
that
like
Brazilian lift.
she was just like, "Oh, no, I'll try it again. I just need to lose 10 pounds." But what I heard, and I could be wrong, is her dress, when the Marilyn Monroe dress on her, it really, like, even when she lost the weight, it still didn't go up her ass. That from what I heard, they just covered it, and it just only went as far as it could up her ass. And then she wore a shawl to cover the rest of it. And it was just like, just don't fucking wear the dress. I don't know why that was so difficult.
Or have a dress made to the proper size that you are.
Exactly. No, she
You're
wanted to wear
rich,
the
you can
original,
do
and she
that.
fucking ruined it, from what I heard. Whole
I
scandal.
mean, it was
All the
already
seams-
ruined. It was on her.
All the seams looking like Spider-Man holding the whole ship
Oh,
together. just like
God, fucking terrible. Yeah, that was the one thing that I was curious. Like, I'll admit, I wanted to watch that episode just to see how that went down. But like, even hearing it was absolute nonsense. Where I was like, "Excuse me, why is this a thing?" I don't understand. Anyways,
Modern day
I work-
television is petty.
When I worked for well, buckle up for a lot more until that writer strike's done.
Mm.
When I worked for the massage center, my boss was in one day looking at like a People magazine, and she was very like, she didn't cuss a lot. She was very Earth Mother vibes, like just didn't really yell her voice, didn't raise her voice. She's very like, hey man, we're all just here to get massages and peace, love, and children, all that kind of
Okay.
nonsense. And she's sitting there looking at the People magazine at her desk, and she's flipping through it, and I just hear under her breath, she's just like, God damn, J-Lo got a big ass. Just like, I
Like the
mean,
real her
God.
slipped through for a
yeah,
second.
it's just like, yeah, she do. All right. It's like, but that's not new information. Like, I mean,
yeah.
this is like way after the Versace dress thing. Like, this is old shit. We know she got big ass. Like,
Well, your boss doesn't keep up on the times.
oh,
Or it's just one of those things that's just like it's stating the obvious, but you're just compelled to. You just have to. Just
Yeah.
every 5 years, you just got to step outside and go, "Damn, J-Lo got a big ass."
Yeah. I mean,
It's
shit.
praise.
Okay, this is a weird segue, but Steph said something on Sunday's stream before we streamed that I really thought was funny. It is J-Lo related. And she was talking about one of her coworkers that she doesn't really like. And how you said, Steph, I said, oh, I've never heard you mention this particular person. You were like, oh, well, I'll tell you this, and this is all you need to know about this person. That they said that the halftime show with Shakira and J-Lo was too Mexican.
Too Mexican for them.
Oh.
And the first part I wanted to be like was,
Answer.
first of all, one of them is Puerto Rican
And the
and the other one's Colombian. They're not even Mexican.
You don't know the difference. I don't know who she is, but I know she don't know the difference.
But you know everything about her now.
I know everything I need to know.
And that's my point. Is this like what Steph said that I was like, yeah, no, I get it. You have told me everything I need to know about that person, and I don't need to know anymore.
Yeah.
Do I know this person?
I don't know if you know this
No,
person.
you don't.
Okay.
I don't think you
Post
do.
me. Got it.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh hysterically because I was like, yeah, because those aren't. That's not their nationalities. Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot wrong with that statement.
I mean, the person would have been more close, and it's still a terrible statement. Instead of saying Mexican, Latin.
Yeah.
Closer.
That's
Still
vaguely
bad.
accurate.
Still
Yeah,
bad.
Still not the
Yeah.
problem.
It's just like,
The larger problem, I think, is like just saying it's too Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite
Yes.
being accurate or not, that statement is a much bigger problem.
Saying it out loud
Oh,
to
yeah.
someone, to,
to
anyone.
someone else. Yes.
Anybody.
Yeah, don't say things like that. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Like,
Quiet
as
part
soon as it
loud.
was
That's-
said, my exact reaction was, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I
What
was
do you
like,
say
"Oh."
to that? Do you just go, oh?
I was like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I think
No,
that's
no,
one
you-
of the best ones they've had in years.
You-
It
you
kind
go-
of was.
It's
It
a
was
good.
really fun.
You look her right in the eye and say, "Good to know you're racist," and then just
Yeah.
continue what you're doing.
Ooh, That would have been great. You just walk away like, all right.
Yeah.
How can they even explain away
Yeah.
that wasn't a racist statement?
No, you can't. The people dumb.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times people have said stuff to me where I'm like, I don't think you should be saying this to me. And sometimes I'm just like, I one time had a coworker who was just like, oh, what did they say? I think there specifically was just like, Filipinos, when they talk, they always sound like they're arguing. And I looked directly at her and I was like, oh, really? And I was like, I'm Filipino. I'm full, actually. And just the look on her face with her mouth drop of like,
Casual
recognize you.
racism.
oh.
They don't recognize you as anything.
And then
other
it was
than
just like,
Yeah.
white.
oh, you are? And I was like, yeah, I'm full. And she was like, oh, I didn't know that. And quick change of subject. It was
No,
Do you just want to
okay,
like
wild.
leave the room now, or you want this ass beaten right
yeah,
here?
like,
No, okay, before all the nonsense, Steph, would you have respected her more if she had been just like, oh, you don't seem angry. Like if she had just like doubled down on it.
Dude,
What would you do if she was just like, I know?
dude, it's the worst. One time,
His hands.
I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before. When I worked at Marshall's, like they would say a lot
we
of
get
shit.
it. You worked at Marshall's.
They would say a lot of shit on the
They thought
mic.
you spoke Spanish.
Like one time, like it was the worst. Like they did so much profiling there of like, hey, there's this person, you need to hang around them because they might be shoplifting or whatever. Like one time some lady came in with a backpack and then they were just like, hey Steph, can you go check her out and, offer her some customer service, ask how things are going? I walked over. This bitch was just like someone from the college. She was studying. Like you could tell. Not like I don't know. It's just very obvious that I just feel like you're just judging. And like one time I remember even they were just like, oh, we have someone who needs a translator. Let's get Stephanie over here. And I was just like, I don't speak Spanish. And I said that on the intercom to fucking everyone. Everyone who had the headset knew I didn't speak Spanish. Why are you sending them to me?
Yeah.
I've told this story before, but it's worth repeating for this particular subject because my roommate in college, she was
Yeah.
full-blooded Filipino from San Diego.
Yeah.
She, they put her down as Eskimo on her application because they didn't know what you could ask.
Yep.
Like you could say, hey, for this paper, we have to actually put down a nationality for tax purposes or whatever. It's Florida. It's all racist paperwork. But like you could ask. And I guess they were just like, we just put down Eskimo. And she was like, that's not
like-
even the proper term
Yeah.
for
Wrong
Eskimos.
hemisphere.
Like,
Oh my god.
like, okay.
Everything is wrong.
And
I
she
had
was like,
a-
no, I'm Filipino. And they were like, oh, well, what's that? Like, they just had no concept that there
That's
could be
before
something.
they had like the Pacific Islander Asian box on there. It was just white, black, Mexican.
Yeah.
Those were the only options.
I
And
mean,
apparently Eskimo.
she came home. She was laughing so hard. She goes, "Do I look Eskimo?" I'm like, I don't know what an Inuit looks like, so I don't know.
But did you
Yeah.
look to each other's noses? Just
We did. That's how we greeted each other from here on out. Yes, we did butterfly kisses, and we would do the
Oh.
noses, and we would talk about ice all the time. It was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, she would come, again, like I've told you this stuff before, but she would come home daily and be just like, well, this happened today. And she'd tell me, I'm just like, you need to leave this place.
God.
Yeah.
I had a
But
conversation.
she was a manager at a Bass Pro Shop. What were you
Oh
expecting?
boy.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a bad environment.
Oof.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Uh,
Steph.
I had a conversation with a coworker the other day where she said she went to some kind of rave, and I guess someone just approached her thinking that she was just like, I don't know, super friendly or whatever. And she, they were just kind of asking like where from San Diego they're from. And like she goes up to the girl and she's like, "Oh, what area from San Diego are you from?" Like, and then she goes, "Oh, I'm from Poway." And then she goes, "Oh, you're white." And I was like, this bitch. And then she proceeded to go. She goes, "Oh, let me introduce you to my boyfriend. He's white too." And I was just like, first of all, what nationality was this chick? And she was like, I don't know, she was like Asian. And I was like, oh, okay. I find that strange that she just was like straight up like, "Oh, I'm from Poway. You're
Look,
white."
look,
Like,
minorities
you
can be
could've been
racist too.
anywhere.
Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, who fucking says that? Also, here's my
racist.
boyfriend. He's also white. You guys can get along. And it's like,
you guys can talk about like fruit salad and
talk about Poway and
And
ambrosia
golf.
Love an
salad.
ambrosia salad. Love ambrosia salad.
You do not.
I fucking do.
I really like
No
ambrosia is
lies.
really good.
It's delicious.
I've never had it because it looks awful.
It's the food
It's
of the
fucking
gods.
great. Yeah.
Ambrosia salad's really
Keeps
good,
you
and
young
sometimes at Smart
forever.
and Final you can get Hawaiian Delight.
It-
I
it
also
ain't
like
just-
that.
It just what? Hold up. Anthony, that's not a hand job.
Oh,
Wait, is it ambrosia salad just Cool Whip and pineapple?
It's like whipped cream with like pineapples and maraschino cherries and some other stuff in there, right?
It's a
I
fruit
guess my
salad.
problem is I
Sometimes
guess my problem is
mandarin
that they call it
oranges.
salad.
I like
it's like
ambrosia salad.
potato salad.
Yeah, also not a
fruit?
salad. I get it. Yeah.
You have very strict opinions on what a salad is.
You think
Ambrosia.
soup isn't a meal, so I don't know. We both have dumb things here.
I mean, they're nice.
I mean, yeah, you got them, nailed them.
Oh, there you go. Ambrosia salad is a creamy fruit salad loaded with pineapple, mandarin oranges, coconut, miniature, fruit flavored marshmallows sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't
You know what it is?
I
I
like
guess
it. It's
I
yum.
like
I guess-
grapes.
you know what? Because of the family parties that we had growing up, the white side of the family was never invited. So we never had white food at our family parties. It was always Italian or Mexican food. Because we
Missing out.
kept the white people out of the family stuff.
Missing out. The ambrosia fucking slaps.
I
like
mean, we
ambrosia
did
salad.
barbecue, but that's not strictly a white person or white
Oh,
family.
but it is though.
Is it? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know. I mean,
What kind of
I watched.
what kind of barbecue sauce did they use, if you can recall?
Well, I think my dad made his own.
Oh, there you go. That's even better. I thought you were gonna go like Sweet Baby Ray's or like I don't know.
Oh no, that's what I do. Are you kidding? No, man, shit.
I like
Sweet Baby Ray's
Sweet Baby
Hawaiian
Ray's
is
great.
fucking legit. I have that shit
Yum.
in the fridge now.
Yum.
Sweet
Anthony,
baby
get ready for
Rays.
Sweet Baby Ray's because that's what I'm putting on the ribs.
Nice.
That's funny. I went to where did I eat on Friday? I forget. It's a meat place. I forget the name of it.
Place
Black
for
Angus.
meat?
No.
A meat place.
Yeah, I told you I went there on Friday. What is that place called? It's like
Hamburger.
you get like barbecue. You get barbecue there.
Phil's?
Phil's. I
Ugh,
couldn't fucking
I'm
think
s-
of the
I'm
name
so
for the life
sorry
of
you
me.
went to Phil's.
I thought it was fine.
It's not good.
It's mediocre.
I
think it is the
funny.
most barbecue.
I thought it was funny that they had a Lincoln drink, and I was like, "What's that?" And then it was just like you can get a sausage link and a drink, like
Oh.
atop your thing for $4.99. And I was like, "Oh,
Gotcha.
a Lincoln drink." I was like, "I guess that's a way you can pair it up, sure."
I thought
was-
I thought that was like a Tom Collins, like a tall glass of Coke with a shot. in the top.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, they didn't.
I
have-
thought it was a play on President Lincoln.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
no,
too.
they had.
I thought the
they
drink,
had a
I
link-
thought
That's what I did.
I thought the
okay.
drink was served in a top hat.
I like asked too.
With
I was
a
like, "What's a
free-floating
Lincoln
plum
drink?"
supported by a purple
Oh,
liquid.
I get it because link and drink. Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has a
no.
giant hole in the side.
Yeah, I like asked. I was like, "What's a link and drink?" And then she's like, "You get a sausage link and a drink." And then she goes, "I was like, oh okay." And I was like, "How
I'm
big's the
mad because
sausage?"
My
And
joke
she
had
was
the
like,
same fucking ingredients that all
Big.
yours did, and nobody fucking laughed.
But his was more on point of the assassination point of the joke.
Shot at the top.
It was too complicated, Anthony.
Fuck.
You have to know what Tom Collins is.
Damn it! I'm too smart. Fuck.
"Good job."
Too goddamn smart for this podcast.
Are you?
I think
He listens to one book and then
Listen, I'm listening to books at an adult level.
good job.
An hour a week?
same book twice.
Same book.
It's the one thing that I never understood. They don't serve mac and cheese at a Phil's.
No, they do not.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a good
Yeah.
barbecue joint.
I was just really shocked. I was
tried
looking at the
Dickies before
sides,
Phil's.
and I was like, "You don't."
I
you
do
don't
like
have mac
those,
and
though.
Cheese. What?
Dickies?
Dickies? They're good. Out of the
Dickies is
two, I'd
good.
rather go there.
Yeah.
It's been a long
I
time.
enjoy their shit.
but-
Yeah.
Steph, if you want like good barbecue, one San Diego ain't it.
No, yeah.
But there's a couple of spots that are decent. One of the easier ones is Dell's Hideout off the 8. It's the one that's got that giant sign, but you can't figure out from the freeway how
yeah,
you're supposed to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always wanted to go there, but I never knew how
It's
to
pretty
get
good.
there.
Yeah,
It's
as you
kind of
drive.
like how you try to figure out how to get to the not the Benihana.
Oh,
The-
yeah,
Oh.
the
Bennigan's.
whale.
Or
No,
yeah.
no, the Asian place that cooks in front of you.
Is that not
Is
a
it Benihana?
Benihana's? I
yeah,
think it's
after you get
Benihana's.
to
Yeah.
Benihana, it took me a long time to figure out how to get over there.
I haven't gone there since high school.
For everyone
It's
who's
been
not a San Diego
long
native,
time.
along the freeway,
Yeah.
between two exits, is a sign that is 100 feet in the air because
Sounds
the,
about
the
right, yeah.
freeway is elevated off the ground.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Dell's Hideaway.
Hideout.
Dill's Hideaway.
It's like
Hideout
right
or
before El
Hideaway, I forget.
Cajon.
No, it's between it's
Oh, I
after
just-
Waring and before Mission Gorge.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
So there's
yes!
a sign. It is
I've
about
seen
100
this
feet in
sign.
the air.
yeah.
And it's this giant yellow sign that is on like taller than a 3-story Motel 6. And it just says Dell's Hideout.
Yes.
But because of where it's placed, there's no reasonable like eye spotting how the fuck you're supposed to get there. And so because of it, you either get real brave and like, well, I'm gonna let the North Star guide me, and I just hope I
Yeah.
find a stable of barbecue, or you may end up who knows where. I only ever found it because I got a property that was for rent, like next door. So finally, I discovered
so
it.
you
I'm
can
like,
finally.
this is where it is.
I found the
Yeah,
hideout.
yeah.
You just take Waring and come back down that side road down.
But it's not a straight shot.
No,
It-
but I
it is
only know
complicated.
that because before that place went in there, that used to be the best Italian place called Nicolosi's. So
Ah,
we would go there all the time. And then that place got moved up to what's that place above Santee? Mission Gorge? Is that a thing?
above
Santee?
Above
Santee.
Santee.
I don't know. It's like a
Above-
street.
Oh,
Mission
is that the
Gorge.
one that cuts your ties?
No, that was called Pecos Bills.
My
Peaks.
God, I forgot
That
about
was-
Pecos Bills.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Pinnacle
that was a-
Peaks.
That was it. Pinnacle
Pinnacle
Peaks.
Peaks.
Yes, that was not
Yeah,
Pecos
you
Bills.
go in there with
Pinnacle
a
Peak,
tie,
yeah.
and they'll
They
cut it
your
off.
tie.
What am I remembering?
And I wanted.
There was
I
a
wanted to
Pecos
have
Bills
lunch
as well.
there.
There was that as well. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
wanted to
boring
have
to
lunch
anyone who
and
did
wear
not
a
grow up in
tie.
San Diego. So let's
So
just
they
move
could
on.
Yeah,
cut
this
it.
is East
Downs-
County in
yeah.
1989.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is terrible.
It's been closed, I think, for a while.
Oh, you know,
now,
it's been
though,
closed for
yeah.
like almost a decade or more. Yeah,
Okay.
but
I
the cow
remember
is still
going.
up because I drove by it. Well, within the last 5 years, I was like, "Oh, the cow's still up on
The
the building.
cow's still there.
No one's gonna move in and make this a thing. All right, that's cool."
Oh, it's
Nobody's
probably really expensive,
moving.
and they're like, "We're just gonna leave it here." Yeah, I have seen this Dell's place. It's right next to the
It's good.
roadway in.
It's good. It's not necessarily cheap, but it is good.
Okay, noted.
Well, they
heard-
they have to up their costs because it takes so times to get down there, so they have to upcharge the food because they know they're not getting a lot of people finding it.
No, you know what? Because you said that, I actually got real annoyed, and my opinion of them had dropped as a company because I was looking up. I'm like, I want some barbecue, and I was looking at the menu, and I saw that it said at the bottom of the menu of like a takeout trifold menu. I wasn't
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah,
and it said due to employee wage increase, we've raised the rates on all of the meals, blaming the employees
Yeah.
to get a
that's-
livable wage. Now you have to pay $16 for a sandwich instead of 15. And I felt
mean,
like, you know what? Whatever the fucking reason is, don't make the employees your scapegoat.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I don't know much restaurant practices and whatnot. I assume they're all kind of bad to the staff. Everyone's out there living and dying by the tips that they get, and that's bullshit. But to say that part out loud and
Yeah,
be like,
that's wild.
sorry
Yeah.
we're so expensive, we have to pay our employees.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
take it off the
Yeah,
list,
that's
Steph.
crazy.
That's real insane.
Yeah, feel free to take it off.
Yeah.
They're
Steph,
owned
take-
by a conglomerate, so like it's not like it's a privately owned, mom and pop shop doing well or
take it off
anything.
the list, Steph. Take it
You
off.
know what? Everyone forget the last 5 minutes.
Take off what?
Take Dell's hideout off the list.
Yeah, don't go. You know what?
Oh, okay.
Go down 30th. There's a weird like barn down in South Park that looks
Yeah.
like it makes the best barbecue, but I have no idea when it's ever open, how to park.
Wait,
like,
Steph, didn't we go there?
No, I
I-
don't. Actually,
you
I'm not
guys
sure.
went to a weird place like that a couple years ago. You talked about it.
I know there's a barbecue joint that I've seen people going to. I want to say it's somewhere in San Diego. I thought it was like Hillcrest or North Park or down south area. I just know when you get into the play, I know their tables are like bench tables, like they're like the wooden bench and like the wooden tables.
Yeah.
I know
start.
when you first walk in, I believe it's like a chain link fence that they open up and then everyone goes in.
now
they
it's a sliding
only-
wood fence.
Yeah. And then they only serve as much food as they have. And then once they're sold out, they're closed. Like
That's
that's it. Just and weird hours.
Yes.
Didn't
like,
we
Yes.
go there?
No, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I'm talking about.
The one in okay, let me look. Because I've been wanting to go to a really
That
good
might be
barbecue
it,
joint.
Jet. Grand Old Barbecue Asado.
Brand. Oh, BBQ.
Barbecue. I want some barbecue.
sauce.
This looks.
I think
fun.
that might be it. It's down like 30th and I don't know, South Park.
Ooh. Yeah. This looks like. This looks like what I've been describing. There's the fence. They got mac
There's
and
everything.
cheese.
It's
It's
legit.
outside.
It's legit. The problem is like
Okay.
that area is awful for parking.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sure.
It
Yeah.
practically only makes it for locals. It is so bad.
Oh, that's
Which is
so
good, I guess, if you
bomb.
only have so much
Yeah.
like you can cook and sell in a day.
Yeah.
That way you don't get blown up. But I do like I've driven by it a lot and I've always wanted to be able to stop and eat. But I'm only in that area if I'm working and I don't have that time. That
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
time
they-
to
Mm.
stop and get
They do
food.
kind of have crazy hours. According to Google, it's like they're closed on Tuesdays, closed on Mondays, and then open from 12 to 9. But that's probably only open to how much they have.
Until they run out of food. Yeah.
And then once they run out of food, like that's it.
yeah.
On my list. I'm adding it to my list. I want to try it. This sounds fun.
And
Grand Ole
it
Barbecue.
is Grand Ole Barbecue?
Yeah, on 32nd Street.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Noted. Okay.
Noted.
Thank you, Jet, for the assist.
Yeah, thank you. I've been seeing people post about it, but they never they want to be like, if you know, you know. And I didn't fucking know. I didn't know at all. And
Now
I've
you
been
do.
just
If
like,
you're posting
where
it,
you
just
at?
tell me. Like,
Yeah, where you at? I want to know where you're eating.
All right.
I love food.
Let's slide into home base with a question from the list of ridiculousness. Number 88 is Leland.
What is the best commercial you have seen?
Okay, so this was late aughts, somewhere in the late aughts. I'm living in a relatively scummy apartment with at least 2 other dudes in a 2-bed. Possibly 3, not too sure. It is very much 20-somethings squeezed into apartment kind of vibe. There are pizza boxes stacked up on the counter. There's a mountain of 12-pack sodas of Shasta next to that. That is the primary source of consumption for the house. There are several computers because we are all a bunch of fucking nerds. And I'm sitting watching TV on 2 side-by-side recliners with my buddy Shiloh. And I forget what we're watching. Doesn't even matter. But we're watching television. Television used to have commercials regularly. You can't skip them or avoid them. You just sit and, do anything else but watch. But we're watching this commercial, and it's a beer commercial, and these guys are in a supermarket, and they are, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they get this catches their attention, and it is a fine booty in some tight jeans, bent over in like I don't know, like a beer cooler or something. And it's kind of going back and forth a little bit, and the guys are like, yeah. And then, but back to them, all right. And then cut back to the person stands up, turns around, and it's a dude with long hair. And once he turns around, he looks like he's deep in his 60s. He looks scraggly as fuck. And me and Shiloh are sitting there. We had never really said a word because it's just a standard beer commercial of the time, until that dude turned around and we looked at each other and we knew we were on the same journey where we were in agreement. Yeah. And then the rug got pulled out from under us and we're like, what? Fucking got us.
And you went out and bought that beer immediately.
I immediately did.
with the most confused boner ever.
Yep.
I remember that commercial. Yeah, that dude was.
I do remember that commercial.
That
That
dude
dude
was
was-
like wrecked.
He was
looking.
rough. Yeah. That man has seen some shit.
He was a roadie for Motley Crue.
Oh yeah,
Jesus Christ.
which was
Yeah.
weird because he seemed to be younger than them.
And also older.
Yeah,
Simultaneously.
Yeah. One of those young old faces. But yeah, that's a commercial that always stands out to me.
Like two commercials that come to mind is "Where the Hood At," but sung in the tone in the way of Karma Chameleon. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood,
Where the hood
at?
at?
Where's the hood?
Where's the hood?
Where's it at?
Where's it at?
It was a dumb commercial. I don't even remember what it was. It was advertising. The other one is the Nokia phone with the threat deterrent. The guy's like, "What does that mean?" He just throws it at his friend's head, picks it up. The guy tries to attack again, throws it again. Like, first two commercials come to mind.
Nice.
First commercial for me was the fleece vest at Old Navy when they go, they call me Mellow Yellow.
Oh God,
Dun, 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 dun.
that
Because I
goddamn
I went to
commercial.
I asked my parents to take me to Old Navy, and I got that banana yellow fucking fleece vest. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was I'm just mad about saffrons. Saffron's mad about me. Yeah, that whole melody. That one. It's good,
yeah.
good
Mellow
one.
Yellow by Donovan. Yeah.
That's not what it is.
I used to like Old Navy.
Yes.
That's fair. I haven't gone in one.
I haven't gone in years.
Yeah.
I went in recently and I walked in. I was like,
The same?
nope, and just walked out.
I think the last time I went into Old Navy was to look for a 4th of July shirt.
Well, that would be the place.
I forgot
to
if
Yeah.
we got one. I think there was several,
No,
but
I think we did. I
I
think we
for-
did.
we did get a 4th of July
No,
shirt there.
we didn't go to Old Navy. We went to
go.
Mervin's. No, Kohl's. It was
Ah.
Kohl's. It was
Okay, I was
Kohl's
like,
in.
Mervin's has been gone for
Yeah,
forever.
yeah. It was Kohl's in Poway, Scripps Poway.
Fucking
Ah.
Mervin's.
Yeah, Mervin's.
Mervin's and the Coles never existed in the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to love
Um,
going to Mervin's. I
Which is
got,
just
like,
a Kohl's, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you had to go somewhere to get your Bugle Boy jeans.
I went there and got my Rip Curl outfits.
Nice.
Jordache,
Rip Girl or whatever it was called.
your LA Gear shoes.
Lots of
Two
stuff.
color
The-
laces.
Two color
Mhm.
laces. The two commercials that came to mind instantly, and I couldn't decide
We
which
found the
one,
other
and
one.
was that Skittles one with the old man that can't touch anything
lava?
because everything turns
Oh,
to
the
Skittles.
Midas.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because
Didn't
it's
you say
just,
that was like the saddest commercial.
when he
right?
when he
Yeah.
he's just like, he's like, I can't even hold my grandbaby in my hands.
Yeah,
He, he touches the desk and it turns and he's
Yeah.
like, ah. Because I'm just like, what kind of horror story are Skittles,
Skittles
trying
was
to get?
wild for a
Oh,
while.
man,
Skittles had
Skittle
some
commercials are great.
Scarring commercials.
Yeah, and then at the
Skittles-
end, but at the end, they're all happy. They're like, taste the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Taste the rain.
Skittles was wild. Old Spice was wild for a
Oh, yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
both of their like weird ad campaigns they did
Yeah.
for some
Um,
time.
But the other one was, remember Quiznos Subs has a pepper bar with those weird hamster things?
It's great those
That
subs.
Yeah,
Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da. I've never been to Quiznos. I always
because we
wanted
have
to
a
go.
bar.
Less than 5 times in my life.
I used
They
to
have
go
a
there a lot.
bar. I know, I love that. It was really big in college because they had a Quiznos near campus, so we were always at Quiznos, and Brian just thought that pepper bar shit was funny, and we would find it on the internet in 2002, but I don't remember how we found stuff on the internet in 2002 because there was no YouTube, right?
There
You
was
went-
only 15
YouTube's
things on
been-
the internet at the time,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was easy enough to filter through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott says I forgot my favorite. What's my favorite?
The Skittles PJ commercial was weird.
Yeah, those E-Bombs World. I remember going on.
I
that
remember
one.
E-Bombs
Really
World.
ups-
E-Bombs
Yeah,
World,
that's where we
yeah.
found shit like
Yeah,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
saying my name. The kids. in the
Oh,
Skittles-
yeah.
Oh, my Skittles commercial. Oh my god, that is my all-time favorite commercial. That is right. I forgot about that. Mrs. Johnson, here, let me help you. And she like throws the Skittles. It's these cute kids dressed up like, and they look like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
There are 3 kids in a trench coat, everybody.
Yes, I fucking love it.
Albino black sheep.
Oh
Albino
yeah,
Black Sheep. What's that?
Albino Black
It was
Sheep,
another
yes.
it was another like E-Bombs World type of site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you the man now, dog.
Yeah, I just oh,
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about my favorite Halloween
Commercials.
commercials.
like I'm thinking of like, well, the first thing that came to mind when the topic came up was all those stupid infomercials. And then it was like, set it and forget it. And I was like, it was always on, so I just kind of watched it.
I still would like to be an actor in one of those commercials who just like can't do anything right.
I
We
don't know
can
how
just
to
make that.
open my can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, cut your hand on the on the thing. So I'm like, oh no, I'm bleeding profusely.
Has
No,
this
my
ever
grandmother
happened
was-
to you?
Clean.
My grandmother was those people that went into that store at Parkway Plaza, the As Seen on TV store,
Oh yeah.
and would leave with
Oh,
tons of
yeah.
shit that none of that shit worked.
Yeah, some of them
Like-
did not work.
Really, you needed to buy this small 19.99 piece of plastic that will go into a soda can so you could lift up.
Oh, dude, the
was-
OG Smash Bros commercial,
was
playing Happy Together.
Happy together. Yeah.
It's all the
Oh, I
mascots,
remember
all
that.
people dressed as the various mascots, like in suits, and
Imagine me and you.
they're just
Yeah.
fighting each other in a park.
Bonkers think about commercials.
Swinging a
day and
chair
night.
and shit.
Yeah,
Bonkers was Bonkers a candy?
I
Bonkers
need to
the
look up what
cartoon?
that is 'cause I don't
Cartoon?
remember.
No, it says Scott says I missed the Bonkers commercial. I'm trying to remember what Bonkers were.
Bonkers commercial.
Unless it's the
Sock'em Boppers.
No, it wasn't for the cartoon.
Sock'em Boppers.
I think it was a candy.
Sock'em
Or like-
Oh, it is a
Boppers.
candy. It's
More
assorted
fun
fruit
than a
candy.
pillow fight.
Yeah, the fruit that fell on the old lady. Huh.
I guess it's candy.
It's like
I don't know.
giant fruit, though, right?
That's
Oh my god, I'm
Gushers.
having like a total memory. But yeah. Like I think it was like old ladies who would walk in and just fruit would just smash them to death. Like they would just fall
the-
and they'd be like
Ooh.
bonkers, and you'd see like their feet underneath the, like a giant strawberry.
Sugar Crisp. That's my first experience with black culture.
Sugar Crisp?
Dig 'em.
Eh, you're not
Ooh,
wrong.
got
It
there.
is like Starburst.
I was a little nervous about that one.
Everybody know Diggum
was
was black.
Really high.
Like
Sugar Crisp.
I can't poke your balloon. It's
No,
like-
that was for sure a black actor voicing that and pointing it down.
I mean, it was the 80s. It probably wasn't.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying factual things. I mean, it's like
Yeah, you had people like Snow out there singing Informer. Like, that's
I
not a
mean-
Jamaican man.
yeah. I mean, remember Cleveland only became black 2 seasons ago.
That's
So-
true. That is really true.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other. I really liked the Capri Sun commercials because it just made it the liquid cool drink look
Because
so
it made everyone into
They were a
Silver
little wild.
Surfer.
yeah.
Those were
Did you see-
wild.
fun.
The juicy fruit commercials with the extreme sports of skiing.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like just showing off CGI effects of the mid to early 90s. Just
I
everything was a
honestly-
T1000.
I also really dig to the stupid Mentos commercials or like double mint commercials where they do
Mentos
Yeah.
was
things
fun.
Mental,
just
You know
the
because
what?
fresh
they're so
maker.
silly.
Milk.
I like the Orbits
Oh,
commercials.
the milk
They were always fun.
commercials.
Milks were
milk
good for a
mustache?
while.
Oh
The
yeah.
Got Milk commercials were pretty good for
Got
a good
Milk.
long time, I think.
Yeah.
And the one of the dudes eating so many cookies, but he doesn't have milk.
Yes.
My favorite
Nice.
was this mom and daughter were in a supermarket, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get milk this time." And it cuts to her daughter looks over, and there's an older version of her daughter who's just like, "My mom stopped buying milk, and now I just don't do anything." And then it cut to like,
So
"My mom continued to buy milk, and I have
dramatic.
gold medals, and I'm a super runner." And it cuts to the mom like dumping all the milk into the cart. I was like, "That's just funny."
The corn
This is
pops
your brain
commercial.
mention.
Oh, yeah, this is your brain on
Oh.
drugs.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny telling you to keep pot handles turned on. Oh my god,
Turned in.
that's the specific. That's not.
Aw,
for
man.
them.
I learned
That's-
it from
that's for
watching
me to
you.
get.
If I
Yeah.
could name commercials that always made me feel uneasy, it was always the freaking the Arms of the Angel commercial with the dogs. and then the one dog missing an eye, and then the lady who smoked all the
voguing?
cigarettes. The lady who smoked all the
Oh,
cigarettes.
and then
had
she
a
pulls her
hole
thing
in
in and she
throat.
goes,
Oh, yeah.
I just can't
goes-
stop smoking. And you're just like, ah.
It was disturbing. That was the worst.
And then the commercials with the starving children in Africa, and they always have that one kid who's posed like this. He's just
Oh, yeah,
resting
that's
his
true.
arm on top of his head for some
I
reason.
mean, he don't have a sofa.
It's
His arm's
true.
hard.
He's
Yeah.
standing up straight and just resting his right arm on his head.
He ain't got a bed.
Yeah, Sally
Yeah.
Struthers. Yeah.
Oh man, I know there's more. There's
There's
I
a lot
forgot if
more.
it
There's
was-
30 years worth.
well, I
did
know
like
one
the-
of the other disturbing ones Jordan told me, and I don't know if it was just on YouTube, but it was the ones of like work safety.
Oh,
Like those are
Yes.
intense. It would
Like
be
the
like
one where that bitch pours the water on her and
the
dies.
hot
Oh my
oil-
god, that's my favorite.
the hot oil
Oh.
one. Is that the one where
Yes.
it's like, hey, I'm
They
gonna
were
be
more
late?
like safety commercials on YouTube, but yes.
This is 100% not the words, but I think it was like, I'm gonna be late for this party because so and so didn't put this on the floor or whatever.
No, Steph, I got you. I got you. She's
Okay,
like,
okay.
no, she's cooking, and she got a big pot of boiling fucking water, and she's a cook, and she goes, I'm going to my wedding this weekend, but I'm not gonna make it because someone forgot to clean the water out underneath me. And she walks and slips, and the boiling water falls back on her, and it cuts to a woman with
Just-
burn prosthetics, and
Yeah.
she's just screaming. And it
Yeah.
goes,
She's
make sure you wop up
screaming.
like work safety's importance.
Yeah.
Like words come up. And
All
you're
It's-
you
like,
it's
hear
so
is
traumatizing.
screams. It was
remember
the
sitting
most
there like, you're just like,
disturbing commercial. I was like,
what the
I
fuck?
don't even want to watch this trailer anymore. That was god awful.
Oh my god, I would watch that so much. It would make me laugh so hard.
Oh, dude,
Because she's just
LRC
like,
reacts.
I'm gonna miss my wedding this year.
It was bad. There was a cooking one. I know there was one where like they're at a construction work site,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's a passerby, and either he's doing like a nail gun or something. I just know it was like along those lines where I was just like, dude, this is gonna be real bad. It was bad, but that burn one is
It's
way
so
up
funny.
there. It's way up there.
Leland's now looking it up.
I was gonna look it up after. I'm not gonna lie, just to see a few. It's been a long
Everybody
time.
tune into Pod Talk later tonight in the Discord for all of these uncomfortable to watch commercials.
Yeah. Well, like when it came to like those infomercials,
But also
I
post all
really,
your favorite
really-
commercials in Pod Talk.
Yes.
I know this sounds really silly, but one of the ones that I really liked watching was and then I posted it actually recently on like my IG story because it came up like on my feed. But it was that thing where you like make a rainbow art. Like it was
yeah.
this little white slab and you just like zigzag it across and it'll just have all the colors in a spectrum. Sometimes you see those artists like especially like on the strip in Vegas where
Yeah,
they're just like sitting down and they're trying to sell you art that they made.
yeah.
They're also at the zoo and SeaWorld. They make your name in all colors and shit. You know what I'm
Did she
talking
say
about?
artists?
She did say artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she says artists.
It's like a thing that artists
sure.
do. Or an artist does. Leland, did you find it? Is that why you're laughing?
Oh yeah, no, I found it instantly. It's even better than I remember. There's a
Oh,
dude in the
God.
background screaming, "Help her!"
Yes. Hey, Steph,
watch
remember,
this after.
remember blow pens?
Oh,
Yeah, I
those
was
were
just
so
thinking
So
about that.
stupid.
cool.
I
No,
really
Steph, they
wanted
were
blow
dumb,
pens.
and
I
you know they
really
were
wanted
dumb.
blow pens, and my
Yeah,
parents got me
I
blow
thought they were
pens,
cool.
and I used them maybe 3 times. I'm like, man, this is dumb. I have to blow so hard in these things.
Yeah, your cheeks are.
And then I also realized like, oh, I'm also just not artistic at all.
The idea of it's fun, or like when they had those packs where like, oh, all these markers have smells. Then you open each one and then smell them because they're all fruit flavored.
But then
Just
you
getting
for,
high as fuck.
then you forget they try any normal one, then then you get high.
Yeah, then you get high as shit.
You got dad's big fat permanent marker, and you're just like,
Yeah, this one makes my head feel funny.
nah.
I was a sucker for like the ones that are just like, hey, this is what you can do, and like obviously like they like OxyClean. It's just like this is really dirty, but I'm gonna put a scoop of OxyClean, and it just sweeps it up, and it's just like all clear and white. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. This will make all my laundry really white. I haven't used it.
I use OxyClean sometimes.
Steph still hasn't used OxyClean.
I'm a sucker for those commercials. Some of them are. There was that
Are you
thing
saying
back
that
in
you're
the day.
gullible?
Huh? I'm a sucker for those Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I
Huh.
remember the commercial for Nads. I didn't even have to worry about hair removal back then, but I just thought it was so cool. Nads? It's the
Nair.
Oh,
one
I
where
remember Nads.
Nads, the lady
Oh.
goes, put it in
Mhm.
the direction of the hair growth. And then put the backing strip on. 1, 2, 3. Hold the skin back and pull.
Hold
and then
the
they just
skin
show-
back.
Yeah. Hold the skin back and pull. And they got this most hairy man with the back. And they just stuck it on him. And they ripped it off. And then he just had the hairless, cleanest back.
I went to a party once and we got real drunk and did that on someone's thigh. It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember in high school they had like the bottle version for eyebrows, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like way back then." It worked. It was dope. Mm. Or like the bedazzle thing. I wanted to bejewel everything. They had that gun that you can just like shoot all the little studs on everything, and then everything's shiny. You could have like a Janet Jackson hat all blinged out. I
Feels
thought
like
that was
it had a
cool.
longer lifespan than we think.
I think it's still a thing now.
Mm.
Yeah,
Likely.
Drag queens use it all the time.
it's real fun, but sometimes those studs get caught on stuff you don't want it to get caught on, or get cut from them. I used to have like studded belts that gave me that issue. I don't know. That's all.
All right. Well, if you've enjoyed this ridiculous conversation, then please be following us on our social medias. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter primarily. You can find us by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LoRC Podcast. If you missed our show here live on Twitch, we're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the podcast. You can circle back around and download it next week as an episode on your favorite podcast downloadable place. If you want more of this, I highly recommend you make sure you are subscribed, followed, whichever one gives us money, to our Twitch channel here at twitch.tv/LORC podcast.
Subscribed.
Subscribe. You'll find us back here on Thursday for Co-op Thursday, where Jordan and Steph will be exploring some game together in a co-op fashion. And then on Sunday, the whole band gets together and we join the community for large multiplayer games for a couple hours every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night, always beginning at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'd like to fill our times between that hanging out in our Discord, which is very active. We got a channel for everything. And if you want another channel, let us know. We're not beholden to it. We will absolutely just willy-nilly add channels. Don't hold us to that. You're not the boss of us. But we are fun. Leland,
What's up?
you're out there on the internet. Saw a little art recently. Where do the people find all that good stuff?
Oh, you can find me at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram and Pineapple Pierce on Instagram.
Nice. What's on that Pineapple Pierce?
Pineapples.
Hot.
Oh, I got a new cup. I meant to talk about it earlier and I forgot until now. So you can see this kind of dumb shit on my Pineapple Pierce IG.
Let's see it. I'm excited.
I got a new cup.
Oh God!
Wow.
I
I
love
love
this cup.
unsettling commercials.
I don't know what I was
Yeah.
expecting.
What's up with those eyes? Is it are they reflective or are they just really intense on camera?
Really intense on camera.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
very intense.
Wow.
He's called the Hypnoist. Ooh.
Does his eyes glow?
That sounds fun.
No.
Oh, okay. That looks cool
You had to
though.
whisper it a secret.
I'm curious to see what drink you put in that. What-
Oh,
Hypnotic,
rum.
of course.
I am
Oh, that
not
makes
22.
sense.
Throw some
Hypnotics
Hennessy
for
in there too.
everybody. Yeah.
Make a
Make it
fun
incredible.
drink.
I
Sorry,
meant
in
to
there.
talk. I meant to show that earlier. I apologize for derailing.
No worries.
Jordan, where can they find you on
No,
the internet?
that's dope.
No, that's not at all the part we were at.
We weren't.
There you are.
He asked me where I was at, so then I
Oh yeah,
asked
that's
you.
right. I don't
How
know where
high
I'm
is
at.
you?
Not anymore. You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear and on Twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. Probably this week. Who knows?
It'll
Stuff is
happen when it happens, and you'll
Yes.
appreciate it when it does.
yeah. Don't follow me on Twitter if you want to know when I do that. 'Cause I don't say anything about Twitch streaming on Twitter.
But maybe hang out in the Discords.
Go to the Discord. You'll find out what I'm
Might
doing.
mention it
Probably.
there.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't
Just
tell
make sure
anybody
you're
anything.
subscribed to his Twitch.
Yeah, you'll probably get a notification unless I disabled it. I don't remember if I did. Anyway, that's it. The end. Steph, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Stephnoids. That's STEPHUHNOIDS. I post shit. That's all. Anthony, where can the lovely people find you?
It's like I'm an afterthought.
How do you forget every week?
Because you always start it that we go in a circle, and I'm just like, yeah, we ended with me, and then that was it.
We usually end with you
Yeah.
because you usually forget me, and
Yeah.
that's funny.
Well, because
Anywho,
that's what I mean. Go ahead. You
if
just-
you want to find me on the internet, and together we can fawn over how beautiful the Across the Spider-Verse movie is, find me at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and the Twitter. Every frame is a fucking masterpiece. I was
Yeah.
in awe the entire time. I'm not even gonna let Leland's mediocre opinions about it fucking bring me down. I think that movie is amazing.
It's really good.
An hour and 40 minutes of it were great.
I'm not even listening to him.
Excuse me.
Bless
Sorry, I had
you.
to say- Thank you.
So until next week, I'm Anthony, and in alphabetical order we are.
I'm Jordan.
I'm leaving.
I'm Steph.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.